Hey everybody, welcome back to the Age Gap Podcast. We are the Latchkey Kids, where
the more things change,
the more they stay the same, baby. Lou, we got a tremendous show, as always.
Yes, we do.
Take it away. Tell us, what's changed with the studio, and who do we got?
You might have noticed that we're in a nicer looking basement. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Studio G, though.
Yeah, facts. We got to give Studio G its proper due. But we are actually back in Founders Space recording studio. Shout out to them. Thank you. They did some
Fully
remodeling.
Renovated.
Yep. They had Kevin in his Carhartt jacket swinging a hammer just for aesthetic reasons. But yeah, we're in the new studio. It's looking good. And you might see a new face here. We got our friend Danny Sellers.
Danny Sellers on the show.
In the building, in the flesh.
This is a big get for us.
Yeah,
this is a big get for us.
For real, man. And today's topic is Wintertime.
Wintertime when the living is shitty. Da-da-da.
Exactly.
A little shout out.
So today we're gonna be talking about winter vacation, winter fashion, things to do that you still want to have fun, but you're gonna be freezing balls.
Yeah.
And it's funny coming from you, the LA kid.
Right. This is all just in my head, imagination.
Disney Channel, yeah.
Right. I'm just going off of Cuba Gooding Jr. and Snow Day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Snow Dogs, you mean?
Yeah, Snow Dogs. Snow Dogs.
Snow Day was another classic. That's a different movie, but...
Okay, yeah. That's the one where they had the kid with the ketchup.
Yeah,
and he's pretending he's all fucked up, and they had him with ketchup,
As a Midwest kid, that was a fire movie.
Okay.
What movie is this? What are we talking about?
Snow Day.
Chevy Chase is in that one, right? He plays like the guy that's trying to clean up the snow so kids have to go to school.
I think so. Yeah, that's the bad guy. The bad guy is always
he's like,
maybe not Chevy Chase. What was the dude with it's my strong hand that was in a scary movie?
Oh, Elliot. I know who you're talking about. Chris Elliott.
Yeah, our memories are fading. But
yeah, right. We're getting there, dude. Pretty soon, the Age Gap Podcast is going to need a younger person.
Yeah.
To be on the show.
You know what it is? I never smoked weed. That's why I'm still sharp. Yeah. I'm not assuming anything about anybody, but
I played football.
I smoked weed. That's the thing.
I've seen it happen in real time. But anyway, let's go to, I guess, Danny. Where'd you grow up? Memorable winter, school day, snow day, holiday, anything. We'll take it right from you.
So grew up Cincinnati, Ohio. Late 90s.
I mean, cool.
Yeah, late 90s, early 2000s. I moved to Florida for middle school and part of high school too, but good kid years is Cincinnati, Ohio.
The nostalgia years.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, yeah. And the thing is, back then, when we would have like snow days or whatever, you would check the news. So
to see if more got to go to school, right?
Yeah, I don't know if kids do that now still. I don't know what they're probably doing TikTok dances.
I'll just age gap you real quick. In my day, we listened to the radio.
Really? Damn.
And you're just waiting. Please. Yeah. You go nuts. Stop playing Nintendo.
It freaked them out when they did War of the Worlds, dude.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, literally. So we would just check the local news. You maybe start getting dressed. You brush your teeth. I'm like, maybe please. Hope for the delay because it was the delay and then it was the cancel. So a lot of times you know that you go to bed knowing it's gonna be a delay, and then it's like, all right, I'm slowly put my pants on. Like, please,
because you don't want to be already on your way to school.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And then they're like, oh, hey, by the way,
it's canceled, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's hilarious.
Lou, I'm gonna pull this there, Danny. I'm glad you went there because that was Christmas when you got that candy. Yeah. That was the greatest thing. You probably didn't have it out here in LA.
We had the opposite in the summer.
Oh, it was too hot.
Too hot to do PE.
So go to school. We was inside.
Yeah. So we would just be kicking it in the gym. Just
you guys are so lame.
Shit.
Damn.
Where we were from,
we also had fire days where it was too thick of smoke.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't be at school.
Your kid might die.
Yeah,
from
facts.
Walking. That's crazy.
Yeah, we had snow, but I mean, Lou, you got to imagine because he knows. I know I'm from Boston. I grew up in Boston. Mm-hmm. If you're a 4-foot kid, you're getting lost in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
You're disappearing.
Bro, I lived in Chicago before I lived here in LA. And this is 2020, I think, or 21, I'm sorry. February 21. So this is COVID's still happening. So pretty much a year in COVID. And the fucked up thing about COVID in Chicago was it happened in like March or whatever. And then summertime Chicago, like we were shut down, but it was like a vibe. Like, we were all unemployed. We were getting checks. So we were like having, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got laid off, but I had
GTA out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we was like chilling. But then by the time winter came, it was like depressing because there was no real end in sight, you know, a year into it. But then the winter came. And that February in Chicago, it was like at least 2 feet of snow for the whole month of February.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, I mean, you couldn't see the ground for 30, 40 days.
And then, did you guys ever...
I'm
this
sorry.
is my LA brain.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever wear tennis rackets like in the
the
cartoons?
snowshoes.
Does that work like that? I don't know.
Snowshoes.
I don't think that
No,
works.
that's for like the soft, deep snow to keep you safe. I'm sorry, Danny. Whenever you mention Chicago in the wintertime, I just always think of Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, I was there.
Getting jacked.
I was there. Yeah, I was one of the Africans. No, I'm just playing. No,
This is MAGA country.
Who wrote that script?
He did.
Jesse Smollett.
That is the worst.
That's why, hey, actors,
Yeah.
you're not all writers.
Yeah. Tell you
I
what.
was in Chicago at that time, and it was so cold. Everybody knew it was immediately bullshit. Like, brother, it is negative 15 degrees. Nobody's outside.
Nobody.
It's dangerous
Nobody.
to be at that. When it's that cold, you literally can't like walk around.
It's
Like,
more ice than it is
Your
snow out
skin
there, huh?
will literally
Yeah.
crack. Like if you went to throw a punch, it would be like an X-Men. Like your hand would just like break.
Nick, you have to like have
shatter.
like head wrap. Like you can only have like your eyes showing, and it's like from the car to the building.
And that's it. Huh?
And that's it. You're not getting sandwiches and walking around,
I've never experienced that kind of cold.
brother. It's
Oh.
different.
I've never
No.
experienced that kind of cold before.
It's you're frozen.
Yeah.
You're literally
I've
frozen.
been in the snow, but never like that, bro.
no.
You need every bit of your skin to be covered. You know
Danny,
what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I'll tell you a story. Right when that story broke, I just launched a TV show that I
Okay.
wrote.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Lou. He was the opening comedian. Everyone in LA believed that story. And I was like, no. I was like,
Nah.
that's crap.
Hell no.
And then-
Everyone that moved to LA believed the story.
Yeah.
Everyone from LA was like, I don't know. Dog. I
A
don't
Subway
trust
sandwich
it.
to like any look. Fast food in a big city is disgusting.
What's in that tuna?
Yeah, like, facts. To eat like whoever's eating Subway now is out of desperation, and you're not a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? That's just
You eat Subway when you have to, not because
Yeah.
you want to.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, it's
especially
this
when you're
or
a
that.
millionaire too. You're not eating Subway.
No,
Right.
the whole.
Get room
He's like,
service.
I was watching my calories, guys. You know, trying to wash my waist.
But why would you go to your
Always.
personal trainers to help you with the script when you work on a TV show
Yeah.
and there
Right.
are professional writers?
Get some background actors, bro.
Imagine if Chat GPT came out like he's probably
yeah,
like,
write the script.
damn, I would have been fine.
Yeah,
Help me make a
facts.
hate crime. Yeah.
Yeah,
Help me make hate. How would I make this hate crime
Yeah,
realistic?
make this seem
Two big
legitimate.
Africans. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been that, dude.
Yeah.
It
Like
wouldn't have been that.
even the big African part was weird. Like, why would you get these two niggas to do it? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Yeah.
There's not one racist white guy you can just
Throw a rock out there and find one.
Come
dude.
on, man. No, I'm gonna get my personal trainers to beat me up in sub-degree Arctic weather
Crazy.
for a
Crazy,
tuna fish
dude.
sandwich from
Wait a
Subway.
week until it's normally cold, not the vortex during a winter vortex, bro.
Yeah, it was like during a storm or something.
It was like record low temperature, so it wasn't even like, bro. Nobody was doing anything outside. Like,
No,
Yeah.
Chicago
no.
people are tough, but when it's that cold, everybody's just like, all right, you win.
Okay, so that brings us to one of our first topics. It's gonna be winter activity.
Okay.
What? So like for us out here, doesn't really change
Surfing?
too much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to go a few hours, you'll find some snow. But like, so it's wintertime. It's cold as shit. You guys still want to have fun. You still want to do things. What's like the wintertime activity?
Well, I'll take it. The pond would freeze over
Mm.
in the
okay.
cemetery, and you could go ice skating
Okay.
and play hockey and
Yeah.
stuff like snowball fighting,
Snowball fights, okay.
sledding
Right.
was very.
Yeah.
All you need is a hill and a piece of plastic, and you
Right.
Right.
You can make some-
In-N-Out tray. Oh, not In-N-Out, but McDonald's tray.
Yeah.
yeah, oh
You
yeah,
just
something like
slide
that.
on that.
For sure, or a shovel, like the plastic shovel, you put it between your legs,
Yeah.
and then you'd go like
That's pretty sick.
Huckleberry Finn style,
Yeah.
Other hobbies include, just mayhem, menace, things like that.
Yeah, okay.
You
I feel that.
blocking
Anarchy.
traffic,
Yeah,
hitting
anarchy.
cars with snowballs. That was always
okay.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we sledding and snowboarding was a big, especially Ohio is hilly too, so you could find little, spots to get busy like that.
So would you guys like DIY snowboard? Like you just go to the top of the street and like.
I mean, no, some people like out there's like Walmart and they sell like snowboards and sleds and shit. So you can get a little $50 something, plastic sled and rock out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying is like, cause out here, if you want to go snowboarding, you got to drive a few hours.
Oh no! It's somebody's backyard. My old backyard had like a little, hill,
had like a slope.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Look, because I mean, it's like Ohio is hilly. Like Cincinnati specifically is like, I think it might be like the 7 Hills, something like. It's like a hilly city.
Okay.
It's not like it's not like San Francisco hilly, but it is pretty hilly. So you could easily find a street, a backyard, or whatever, and it might not be a diamond, diamond, mountain.
See, that's what we have to do in order to snowboard.
Yeah, no.
You got to go pay $100, fucking get on the ski
lift.
lift.
It was free.
Yeah.
My driveway was a slope.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then you could build like little ramps.
Facts.
And you're using like an inner tube.
Yep.
Like
that's the activity because you get the snow day. Once you get the confirmed snow day, then it's time to lock in with your boys to build.
What are we doing today?
Exactly. So you might, are we going to the hill by so and so's house? So you might just walk over there because you're not really driving, so we might all walk over there or whatever. And then you bring the little shit with you, and you start building, setting it up, and then doing the thing, and then whose house you going to after? We getting coffee or a hot coffee or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do stupid things too, Lou. This is, I think,
this is mainly educational.
I feel like we're giving like a lecture class, a TED talk.
Yeah,
we would do that. We would shovel. This kind of ties into hustle. Did you have a hustle like, hey, $5 to shovel your car off, $5, $10 for the driveway, blah blah blah. We do that, and then we get the hot chocolate, the pizza, and I think I asked you this on like the last episode. Isn't there some weird like remedy or something? We go to the pizza place and take the red pepper flake and put it in our socks.
No way.
Because the urban legend was that would warm you up.
Really?
So I don't know how true it was. It might have just been some kid messing like, look, I can get this idiot to do that.
Yeah, rub it on your crotch too. I heard it helps.
But
put it in your booty. And that'll make it. That's crazy.
And that was the other thing, Danny. The hustle was competitive. Because you had other neighborhood street kids working the turf.
Yeah.
He said 10, fuck him, I'll do it for 5.
The wire, yeah.
Or they just or you had to fight. You had to fight for the territory.
This is my block right here, bro.
Yeah.
So
y'all having a different kind of snow wars.
Yeah, you take you take that's this funny. Like what's that painter? I'll think of it, but this Americana, this image of the kid shoveling out the old man snow, and then turn it into something
the mafia,
violent.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the Godfather.
Kid just getting whacked in the back of the head.
Yeah, it's the Godfather.
You come and you shovel snow on my territory.
Al Pacino, yeah.
It's just like blood, like on the snow, like.
I didn't necessarily do the hustle part, but I had to do it for my house.
Gotcha.
So like you'd have, like, you know what I'm saying, at a certain age, just like in you grow up, you got to mow the lawn, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I got to shovel grandma's driveway. I got to shovel our driveway. I'm the oldest boy in the house,
so you had to do
it. Sucks.
So you got to get it in, and then you could get to the shenanigans of whatever you want to get into. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we got to do the little small stuff, and then maybe put the salt down or whatever, and then let's get
salt. What's up? So that's a big thing that I always hear about. I've never seen is like people have to salt the roads.
Yeah, salt the road. I mean, the roads, and in your driveway even sometimes too.
I mean, just get regular old table salt.
No. It's like
rock
specific.
Salt.
Yeah, like rock salt. So it was like it in the Midwest when it snows, like it. You can just, I don't even know how to explain it. It almost looks like gravel, but it's a little bit more fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like sand, between sand and like gravel kind of looking, but it's all salt. So the whole road looks like it's seasoned like a fucking pan.
No, it does. Yeah. It's just great.
Yeah.
Danny, I'm so glad to have you on the show.
Casserole on the streets.
Right, yeah.
I've been with this West Coast guy too long. It's nice to have someone.
In the city will do the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
Like, they're street cleaning. the city will come and do this. Be some guy in like a fucking
Mr.
old Jeep or
Plow
something.
from The Simpsons.
Yeah,
It was like you said, the street like a spinner, and it would like. So if you're like walking, they'd like
yes.
pull up next to you, and you're like, ah,
Yeah.
No shit, you get sandblasted.
Yeah.
But it was
That's crazy.
As an adult, when I lived in Chicago as an adult, it almost felt like the ice cream man. It was like, thank God they're doing the roads. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so I can like go to work easy tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see
Right.
even before it would snow, because like sometimes it's going to snow and they would put the salt down before.
That would fuck up your car though, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it ruruins. That's why you don't buy Midwest.
You don't buy nice
Cars.
cars out there.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, that muffler's coming off pretty soon.
Or you just have to like wash it. You have to like wash your car at least once a week during the winter. Yeah. Or
I would
else-
not survive, bro.
Yeah, or else your shit's gonna be eroded in like 3-4 years.
Danny, let me ask
That's
you a
crazy.
question. That would go, where I grew up, the city would do the truck with the da 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 da, and kids would get, but they also would put those huge like plastic barrels you see on the highway. They would fill that with rock salt, cut it open, and then leave it on like the corner of the street. So then your mother would be like, "Go get me salt."
salt.
Yeah, you have to
Really?
like go out
That's
and like,
crazy.
scoop it.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
That's
they
like
would-
stealing lemons from trees out
Yeah,
here, bro.
yeah,
That's the hustle out here.
That's wild. Gosh, dude.
You go out there with like your little kid, like beach pail, and you're
Yeah.
just shoveling sand. Like, there's like other little kids doing, "Hey, what's up, Murph?"
Yeah, Murph. That's funny.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
How about okay? So here's something I feel like I've noticed: fall fashion versus winter fashion. Like once it gets too cold,
Yeah,
Mm.
survival.
you don't really look that cool.
No.
When you're in fall, like you put on a dope, you can dress it up. You put on a
Yeah.
dope coat.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But like after
it-
a certain,
It depends on where you live. If you live somewhere like Chicago, New York, and you know it's going to be legitimately cold for 4 months at least, then you can start to invest in shit that actually is fly.
okay,
Like when I lived in Chicago, I had winter coats, pants, boots that were like, all right, this is cool. Like it's kind of stylish. It needs to be heavy enough to survive. But like in LA, I don't really have as many like sexy coats because it's like I'm going to use it maybe once. It's like
Right.
a necessity, and I'm gonna take it off when I get inside because I'm like going to be hot by
yeah.
the time I walk. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Something like
wore a long sleeve and a sweater today. As soon as I got in here, I just started
that. Yeah,
sweating.
exactly. Because it's not that cold.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this strictly for the show. I brought this from Boston.
Yeah.
I've never worn it until this
Yeah,
show.
that's
It's
hilarious.
just hanging.
But that's a stylish jacket. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty stylish.
I just told him. I just put him on to
I
Carhartt.
didn't know.
Davids.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
no,
Some of us-
like,
yeah,
what are you
Some
talking
kid in
about?
Echo Park will pay $200 for that
That's
product.
exactly what I said. I was like, this used
I
to mean
got
that you did
this for
construction.
like free.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can sell that right now to some kid on
What will they do
Poshmark.
for this scarf? This
I-
limited
not as,
edition.
Not as much.
Yeah, not as much.
Not as much. But that Carhartt, bro.
And then like spill something on it too. It'll be even more
Dude,
expensive.
it's gross.
I know. Yeah,
There
they
it
like
is.
it. They like it
Yeah.
like that. Literally, I was at this spot.
It's been used. Like
that's
used.
perfect. They love that even more.
There was a hood that went to it too. I don't know where it is, but yeah.
They wanted to be fucked up. I was
No,
at this spot.
Roll around on the floor a little bit.
It wasn't
Yeah.
fit. It was function. Like I had to like need
Right.
it. But it feels like you're wearing cardboard. Like it's not very soft.
No,
Out here we had Dickies. So you guys
Yeah.
had
Oh,
Carhartt.
yeah.
Out here we had Dickies, bro.
Florida
That
was Dickies too.
Really?
Yeah, Florida's was Dickies. Like Jacksonville,
Okay.
Florida, early 2000s when I moved, Dickies was like that was like if you had a Dickies suit on, Dickie pants, that was the shit.
Yeah. Out here, that just meant you were gangbanging.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom did not let me wear Dickies at all growing up.
Didn't you tell me one time there was like a version of Dickies that had like a horseshoe? Was like that
Oh.
was gangster versus
No, that
True
was the
Religion?
work.
Oh, that was for where?
So no, Dickies. Okay, so Dickies has like the circle logo now,
Right.
but before it used to be Dickies and then a horseshoe as
Yeah.
the logo.
Yeah.
If you wore the red horseshoe, that means you did construction. But if you wore the circle logo with like the two circles,
yeah.
that just meant you were gangbanging, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
You can't wear shit in LA. I feel like
you
gotta
can't
just
wear
can't
anything
wear
out
shit.
here, bro.
You
I guess you can. It just depends on where you go.
Yeah,
Imagine
That's
wearing a
interesting.
Cincinnati Reds hat.
I'm from Cincinnati, yeah, exactly.
You're not.
Right.
And I
gonna
don't
do-
really wear it like that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. You can't.
or if you're from Pittsburgh and you come out here and wear the Pirates hat,
Yeah.
you're done.
the
I'm
black
like-
and gold is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like Latino Kings, Latin Kings?
Nah, no. So it's not so much colors; it's more of the letter.
What's P stand for?
Let's not get into it.
All right.
Let's not get in. I'll tell you later, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Off camera.
Off camera.
Off camera.
Yeah, we do a lot of but yeah. I don't. You can't even wear the Boston Red Sox hat out.
Well, that's just because that's just rivalry, bro. That's,
Now the beef
that actually is baseball.
That's sports.
That actually is baseball.
I just
funny,
don't
yeah.
like you. But anyway, getting back to winter, I'll let Lou take this one because I see it so often with these LA kids. Y'all get sick like around October, November. Like y'all go down hard.
I feel like because it's not cold enough. Like I don't know if you guys have worked in restaurants, but there's like that safe zone temperature and then the danger zone temperature, bro.
Yeah.
Like we don't get cold enough to where like the germs freeze.
Yeah.
And then it's not warm enough where the sun is killing things. So we
Got
just
like ground beef.
Yeah, bro. We're like right in that danger zone, like 68, 70, bro.
Yeah.
So funny.
They go
That shit.
because where we're from, it's just like you're gonna die or live. Like you don't have a choice.
Your body adjusts. Like I've gotten softer as I've lived.
Oh, it's the
This is my third, about to be 4 years in June in LA, and I have gotten softer to cold. But when I was in Chicago, like 40 degrees is like, oh, it's kind of warm. Like it's lit. Like
I'm in shorts.
It's kind of warm. Hell no.
Yeah, like anytime it was like above freezing, it's like, oh, it's like I can like be outside for a second. Like,
I should put on 2 tank tops today.
Right. Because you just have to go outside because like you can't not go outside. So like your body just gets used to it.
The other difference between like Chicago, Boston, LA is transportation. We take the train, we take the bus, y'all drive. And the apartments in Boston, Chicago, New York suck.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in there. You know, you don't want to be listening to your
town.
big bar town.
Chicago's the best. I mean, some of the best bars you can find because it's like it's cold for so long.
Yeah,
and that's another talking about activities. That's the adult winter activity in the Midwest is bar culture.
And do people get mad when people come in because then the door opens?
Yeah, that does happen. That does happen.
Well, so, what's so funny in Chicago?
Shut the fucking door.
Exactly. They have these little enclosures where it's like a plastic kind of thing in front of the door, and so it's a door, and then it's like almost like a little breezeway, like a foyer almost it makes it, and then that closes. And then you open the actual door into the bar.
It's like a dog park, Like you put your dog in this little like vestibule. Yeah. Then you shut the door behind you. Yeah. And you enter. Yeah.
Almost like a lab where it's like you close it and then it opens.
The quarantine zone.
Yeah. So it stops the direct cold. You know what I'm saying, from coming in.
That's really crazy.
But in Chicago, Cincinnati, New York, they're bar cities. There's always a bar to watch games, karaoke, all that shit. Drink.
Yeah. Like, what else are you going to do?
No, you're exactly right.
That's pretty tight, dude. I kind of want to go torture myself a little bit.
I mean,
like to go like for a week and just hang out and see how the other side lives.
Cause think about LA. How many neighborhoods just don't have like popping bars? There's so many neighborhoods in LA that just don't have like a good neighborhood, like just a regular neighborhood bar. Like, are the games on, or there's, what I'm saying, like
where everybody knows your name.
Yeah, like it's just chill. It's not like a crazy thing. There's like
I hate it, bro. Out here, I wanted to have I was really craving an old fashioned the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like telling my girl, I was like, I don't want a lot of hoopla.
Yeah.
Let's just find a spot. We'll just have a good drink and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm entering adulthood.
Yeah.
Where it's just like you go to the bar to have a drink.
Yeah.
And then you're going somewhere else.
Right.
Well, you want to have the conversation too. You want to chill with Jeffrey, the bartender.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to tell me what you want to order. I know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
right.
exactly.
And I wish we had that.
That doesn't exist.
The closest thing we have is a bar I used to go to. And I went there recently and it was fucking jam-packed. And it's like, the allure is we're the neighborhood bar. But people come from other fucking neighborhoods
exactly.
to have the neighborhood bar vibe.
I drove an hour and a half to get here.
Right. And I'm just like, dude, you drove an hour to go to a shitty bar.
Yeah, you should be able to almost walk to your neighborhood bar. If you really
walk
need
to a shitty bar. Yeah. I used to work. You know.
I know.
There was one in my city, bro.
Okay.
And it was so bad that like it just didn't make it, bro.
Yeah.
But it was like literally yesterday, so that's where we met, was at the shitty bar.
Okay.
And like this weekend, I was like, I kind of wish that this fucking Coke front was still around,
right, yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Facts.
I wish that it was
miss
still
it
around,
so
bro.
much.
I really did. I was like, this is a place where you go, you order your drink, you ignore the owner
Yeah.
because he's like trying to have too much fun.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah. 100%.
And you ignore him, and then you just talk with whoever's there.
Yeah, in Chicago, any given neighborhood has at least 2 options for that specific thing.
That's fucking sick.
And it's like
bro.
one might be shittier, and one's like, oh, this is okay. Like maybe you could bring a date here on a first date type vibe or something. But there's always one that's just like, oh, this place is illegal.
This is where you,
Illegal,
this is where you go to die.
And everybody
Facts.
knows that, and we're not going to say anything because they have good specials. The other space is like, it's decent. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? They have TVs, a sports bar. The food is actually okay. You might just go get some food or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there might be like a hip bar where like, oh, this is where gentrifiers,
This is where
come
you
and
go,
whatever.
yeah.
But like every neighborhood in Chicago has at least 2, if not more, like neighborhood bars you could kick it.
I kind of romanticize that, dude.
I used to frequent, when I lived in Brooklyn, I used to frequent this bar. Everything you just said.
Yeah.
And the bartender would be like, hey, do Coke in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Don't do it
right,
on the
right.
bar.
Don't do it out here, man.
Exactly. Yeah. In New York's like that for sure. New York is too. I mean, I went to New York twice. I'm thinking about moving this summer. I was in Lower East Side and I was in different parts of Brooklyn. And yeah, you could just bar hop. And also what's so better about winter culture in this place like that is the bars don't close until like 3, 4, or ever.
New York is 4,
Hey, cops
and
ain't
then
coming to check.
Yeah.
It's too cold.
no,
LA, I was out last night LA getting drinks with somebody and it closed at like midnight.
Oh
Might
my
have been 11.
god,
Might
bro.
have been 11.
Yeah,
And I'm just like,
that pisses
bruh.
me off, bro.
You know, it's 10:30 and like they're like putting chairs up. I'm like, bro, this is killing the vibe.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
for
ready to
sure.
go.
They lower the music.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. Yes.
Yeah, put the lights on.
Yeah.
And they passive aggressive, they look at you, then you look at them, they look away. You know, like, bruh,
Yeah.
I know you want to go home, but damn, bro, it's
Yeah.
10:45.
LA
Yeah.
as a fun town is so misrepresented.
Right.
Chicago, New York, Boston a little less, but New York, Chicago. I mean, come on, they don't turn the lights on.
LA.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. you know?
LA is apartment fun.
Yeah, house party,
After hours.
house party. Yeah.
Yes. That's the fun. There was a year.
a Diddy party.
Yeah,
fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to find the spots. There was a year that my friend, he had just moved to downtown because we grew up
Yeah.
in the Valley.
Okay.
So he just moved to downtown, and I was there every weekend. And it was like, oh, let's go to this event. And I would be thinking like, oh, that's the move for the night.
Mm.
And then you go to the event, and basically what the event is, or the bar is networking to find out where the after party
Yeah.
is
Where the
at.
fun stuff is.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
100%.
basically, like all the fun I had was hanging out after everyone got their drinks. It's
Facts.
reverse. It's like reverse pregame.
Yeah.
You go to the bar to pregame, and then you hang out at someone's apartment that you don't know who he is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's
You're
just
just in
overly
his-
generous. Like, why are you letting us here? Like,
Right.
What's
Right,
your
dude.
agenda?
Lou, I'll age gap you.
What's your
It's,
agenda?
you know,
I'll age gap you guys. Back in my day, when you ended up at that apartment, your itinerary was steal CDs.
Yeah.
Steal, the
CDs
towers.
is- oh my god, stealing CDs is hilarious.
One CD at a time,
Yeah,
so they don't
never
notice, bro.
That's so fucking funny.
I don't have this Sublime CD.
Stealing CDs. Oh my god.
Bro.
That's a whole episode. Like
Yeah.
after, like when you get back to the house, the person you don't know,
Yeah.
and like the first mischievous or like indecent thing you do, like, I'm gonna have sex in this guy's bedroom. You know, like
Yeah.
what?
No, a lot of I grew up in the Valley. A lot of like little like Mexican hood gangster, like not even like particularly in a gang, but just like
The training day
in
house.
Spanish. In Spanish, we kind of. In Spanish, we call them desmadrosos.
Okay.
It's like fools that just cause trouble,
Okay.
troublemakers, bro. Ruin fucking whole party, like party house and everything. Because it would be like you'd be vibing, you'd be dancing, music cut off. All right, who stole my fucking iPhone?
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
Someone just bought a new Xbox. It's gone, bro.
Yeah, the whole thing, all the chords.
I was
Yeah.
playing Halo. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, bro. And it's just like ruins the whole vibe. And then there's never a party at that house again.
No.
Have you hosted people as an adult, like at your house?
Yes.
It's the most stressful, worst thing in the.
Yeah.
Someone asked me about Thanksgiving. We got holidays on the itinerary. Thanksgiving coming up. I used to do it, and they were like, "You doing Thanksgiving this year?" I was like, "No, I'm not.
Not even close.
No.
You got to really curb who you bring. Like certain people, sure, but you can't bring everybody you would bring to like, let's go out and get drinks. Like especially as comedians, there's some feral motherfuckers that you just
there
like.
really is.
Actually, you don't.
You don't realize that they're actually street people until.
Yeah.
True.
Like,
remember we were talking about you bring the feral cat into the house?
Yeah.
And then you realize like, oh, this is a street animal.
Yeah, no.
This thing goes crazy when it's in the
they
house.
putting fucking shoes on the couch and they,
yeah,
stuff
bro.
out, pissing on the It's
How about
bad
this?
news.
LA, this is an LA specific thing. Fools move. I was just talking about this with some people that were born and raised here. Fools move out here and they think it's like Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Like I still
It's
have
like
PTSD
smoking.
from like the 90s and early 2000s. Whereas like if you get caught smoking, you could either A, get a ticket, they could stomp it out, or you could go to fucking jail.
Hmm.
Oh, so it
And-
wasn't you weren't always allowed to smoke?
Nah, it wasn't always like that.
Really? When did it change?
Probably like before 2010.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so fools would come out here and just be like rolling up everywhere. And I'm just like, fool, hey, dude, like put that up. We're on Sunset right now.
That's crazy. I lived in San Francisco for a year in 2016.
Mhm.
So there was that was the first.
Well, people are
time.
doing crack now
Right,
openly
exactly.
out there.
Even back then, but
You just couldn't shoot up.
no,
Yeah.
you could bro. So there's another story. I was, at this point, I'm 23.
This is a wintertime activity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, it was wintertime. Cause I moved.
Just
to
keep
San
it. We just have to keep it in.
Yeah, I know, because I moved from North Carolina to San Francisco in the wintertime, and it's California, so I didn't know anything. I'm thinking, it'll be, 60 degrees, 70 degrees.
Mhm.
Bro, it gets cold, like during the
It
winter in
gets
San
cold out
Francisco.
there. Yeah.
Like, it'll get 45, 43 easily.
It's on the coast. You get that sea
Yeah.
breeze coming in.
So, I'm
Sure.
pulling up and I'm freezing in the hoodie and like freezing. But anyways, fast forward, I'm going to buy a bed and I leave the spot and there's this young girl like legitimately shooting up out in like the Mission almost. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Shooting up at a church is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mission, the street, Mission Street.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant because we have missions out here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I thought she was like looking at the saints. Like,
I mean, it was probably close to a church for sure. I'm sure there's a church close by, but
somewhere.
even the
Saint
smoking
Smack.
part. Yeah, I know,
I'm
right.
praying to Saint Smack.
Even the smoking part, though, was the first time I was ever seeing people smoke outside. I'm like, y'all doing this?
Yeah.
In front of the Gap? This is crazy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But it
In
didn't.
front of the
That shit is funny.
Because
dude.
I was like on Market Street in San Francisco, and I remember like smelling weed, and I was like shopping for something. I'm like, yo, this is illegal, right? But it wasn't.
Nah, not anymore. So I think I was just talking about this.
Gavin Newsom.
Right.
Was he in charge back then?
Yeah.
Fools are doing like full on fentanyl now. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
like smoking a little weed,
It's
cops
not-
are just like, we got bigger fish to
No,
fry,
100%.
bro.
Problems.
We got
Yeah.
smash and grabs to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best thing about being in a big city is that you don't get a lot of traffic tickets.
Ah, yeah.
You can be. I literally was doing 50 and like a 35 the other day on accident, coming down the hill, and he stopped me. He just let me he saw my shit, just let me go. But if I was in when I went to school in North Carolina, yeah, I got like 4 tickets while I was in school, going like 7 over
That's shitty.
because they have nothing else to do.
Right.
Yeah. That is a good point.
Dude,
I'm
my
telling you, bro.
tags, not to incriminate myself, my tags been expired for like months now. And every time I see a cop, I just look around. I'm like, oh, I look at the date. I'm like, oh, his
Yeah.
are older.
yeah,
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
He's got the older tags. I'm all right.
the color.
I'm
Yeah,
all
you
right,
just gotta
yeah.
keep the same color, hopefully.
Yeah, by next year, dude, I gotta get the new ones, bro. But I got one more month, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, as long as you got the color, you straight.
See, Danny, I love this show. We bounce around all the time.
Yeah.
You know, we try to keep it a little bit on topic, but if we go off, we go
Yeah.
off. Doesn't matter. But yeah, you brought up a good topic when you were talking about heroin and
Yes.
other. This is important. So you're gonna be doing.
This is important.
We talked about the bar culture, whatever,
Uh-huh.
but also the types of drinks that come out during
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
winter
yeah.
time.
Oh, y'all got warm drinks, huh?
Yeah, what's it called? Hot toddies.
You got the hot toddy, you got the peppermint patty.
I haven't really done that.
That's peppermint schnapps and hot chocolate.
Oh,
Now that sounds
See,
not bad.
when you inside, see, this is what you want to get cozy with your lady. You know, you gotta get that body heat going.
What's the Kahlua? And I feel like you do like the warm
Kahlua and coffee.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And Bailey's.
Yeah, Bailey's. That's what it is. Bailey's.
Yeah.
Bailey's. I don't do as many warm drinks. I'll just do whiskey.
Anytime I drink a warm drink, I feel like fucking shaman or something.
What does Jaloid say? Whiskey gets you frisky.
Oh, no, whiskey with the whiskey, bro.
Whiskey with the
That's
whiskey.
funny as hell. Yeah, I like a little. I'll do a warm drink, but if it's just me and it's something simple, I'll just do like a whiskey or something, and I'll like get enough warm.
I'll tell you a true story. This is a true story. I was living in Brooklyn. Literally, the toilet bowl water had frozen.
What? Holy shit!
Oh, it was the most ghetto apartment I lived in ever. Yeah. What? There was no heat. The landlord was.
You guys just slept like dogs on top of each other and shit.
So I was dating this girl, really pretty Korean girl, and this came to me. The song, like she was like, "I gotta go home." I was like, "Oh, it's too cold outside. You don't want to go." Yeah. And I started singing the "Baby, It's Cold Outside." That song is about a guy. That was me. I was like 23, maybe, and I was like, God, I just want this girl to stay. I just want that body heat, that soft, warm body.
I'm not even trying to hit, bro. I'm just cold.
Yeah, it's cold outside, baby.
I'm just lonely, girl.
You don't.
I need you.
I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to go out there.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Nice.
That is another staple too of when it's actually cold outside.
Yeah.
Like the whole cuffing season thing, it doesn't really play in LA.
Yeah,
but it really does play in the the Midwest.
Oh, definitely.
Is that the pickup line? Like, hey, you want some body heat or what?
Yeah,
kind of make it through the winter.
Because it's okay. You feel more like there are the bars and stuff like that, but you do feel more okay with just staying in a little bit more. So all right, maybe we go get a drink, but then we come back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's my vibe now.
Instead of like a park day, was come in and watch a movie.
Get that peppermint schnapps all up in you. Get that warm.
I'll cook for you at the crib or vice versa.
Okay,
like, that's the winter. That's the winter activity.
That. I wish I was 23 again, man. I blew that one. But yeah,
you kept getting older. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, you're still alive.
But yeah, that was so. You're right, Danny. That was great.
Just, cuffing season.
I don't know what that means. I've never heard that term in my life. Maybe it's your generation.
Yeah. I think that's it.
But age gap vocab.
Yeah. Okay.
Bing. Age gap vocab. Cuffing season is like
cuffing. CUFF.
Like a handcuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like when it starts to get cold out, you kind of you. It's the opposite of spring.
Oh, because spring you go wild.
Yeah. So
spring
winter,
flings,
winter you cuff and you pick the lady you're gonna be hanging out with or going
for
take it to the
3 months.
For 3 months, and then you start an argument.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is the end of the season.
Yeah.
That's when it ends.
And then St. Patty's, you're single.
Exactly.
Oh,
and St. Patty's, you get risky off the whiskey.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving, the season is pretty much started.
Yeah. I think so. Wow.
Which brings us to our next topic, our last topic, gearing up for the holidays.
Okay.
Oh, it's different this year. But yeah.
Wintertime, I feel like, I guess I'll pose a question. Around when does wintertime start? Is it Thanksgiving or is it closer to Christmas? Or is it like after all the holidays?
I'd say right after Halloween. Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean, I think Halloween is typically the first cold holiday. It's typically not, it's typically pretty chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say November 1st. We're
it's
here.
On.
It's winter, huh?
We're here, bro.
Okay.
Maybe halfway through November, but I feel like it's been chilly in LA even post Halloween.
It happens. Every 10 years we get snow in LA.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. There was
and before that is when
I remember that.
Yeah, before that we had snow when I was in high school too.
It's crazy. It snowed like 2 years ago, like pretty decent for like maybe an hour, 30 minutes, something like that. Everyone in LA was taking videos, going crazy. Yeah. I was just like walking through. I was like, "What are you guys going?" Like,
right?
It's immediately gone too.
It's like if all of a sudden you and I saw the Aurora Borealis,
right? That's funny. Yeah, it's LA people. LA is tough too because the people just aren't used to even rain. So remember when it's like the
Right.
past couple of springs it's been raining? It's like driving around these people is everybody's high on on fucking
Facts.
medication and shit. So it's just like
Yeah.
they're freaking out. No one can drive. It's the worst.
Also, our city is not meant for rain. So when it rains,
Yeah.
potholes
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
immediately.
Mhm.
And then streets flood because they never actually invested in
Gutter
like
systems and
gutters
stuff.
and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So it just straight up
and
floods.
like the oil from like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cars like rises to the surface.
Right, yeah,
so
because
it's-
it rains so infrequently that like when it does rain finally,
yeah,
the roads are just like it's cooked.
it's like
I will notice-
driving on ice.
I will say that I have noticed it in other places. The streets, I don't mean just like the people. I mean like the actual fucking concrete is cleaner just because it gets more water.
Oh, yeah.
It gets
Yeah.
more rain. I was out in Pennsylvania and
Yeah, oh,
like
yeah,
all
yeah.
the gravel is just
Yeah.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Washes
what I
it
mean?
up, yeah. Doesn't smell as much.
Yeah,
LA smells-
right.
LA has a stench to it that I didn't realize.
When it rains, okay, so it's two things. When it rains, it gets reactivated, but then also when it get in the summertime, it starts to evaporate, and you just smell like evaporated piss.
Yeah, right. So there's piss. The common denominator is that there is piss here.
You don't see it
Yeah, it's
all
just,
the time.
Yeah, how do we reactivate this piss that's
Mhm.
been human
Mhm.
or dog?
I'd be remiss if I didn't tell this story. This just happened to me the other day. You asked like, when does winter start? All right, my answer is when my cheap ass puts the heat on.
Yeah.
That's the start of winter.
And that was like
That's
that was a week and a half ago for me.
Yeah.
But Danny can relate to this. I'm driving down the street the other day, and I see red and blue lights flashing. And I'm like, oh, wow, they're putting the Christmas decorations up. 3 cop cars.
Yeah.
It's like,
Facts.
oh, man.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
They're just beating some dude. Like,
Dun, 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 dun,
Ho,
dun,
ho,
dun.
ho. That's funny. Just beating his ass.
But I had like the most like sentimental heartfelt. I was like, oh, wow, they get the Christmas lights out.
No.
It's like, nah, it's just
Shooting like
3 cop cars.
They're just shooting the innocent. Yeah, that's the opposite of joy.
Tell my kids I
Facts.
love them.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, for real.
That's hilarious.
It's like, yep.
So we are in the beginnings of winter, or are,
Yeah,
we,
we're
in the-
are we smack
We're
dab
in
in
the
it?
throes of it.
I mean, I think if you're in the Midwest and Northeast and in the coast, I think you're winter. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's already started.
Thanksgiving is pretty. I think there was a snow in Chicago. I think last week, so it's like they're feeling it for sure. Like
I
we're
feel
here.
that.
Like, you need to. It gets tougher in like January now. Like in Chicago, where it's like, this you're not getting any breaks. Whereas now you might have like a break or two where it might be like 30 and it might go up to 48 or 51. It's okay. We decent, but we're here. Like it's here.
Do you guys are you guys like Jon Snow every year?
What you mean?
Like
Winter
you just
is
like
coming.
winter is coming.
Oh yeah, but you got to lock in.
like you got to get ready for it, right?
Like you
Or-
have to have proper shoes.
Mm.
You got to have like 2 or 3. Because going back to the style thing, if you want to have something that you can wear on a date, you got to have. All right, I can't just have these.
Gotta have the Timbs.
Yeah, you got some Timbs. You got to have
Timbs.
some fly shit. You got to have at least a nice, maybe a nice wool coat or something that's fly. You know, what I'm
Okay.
saying? Peak coat or
They
something.
call the Canada Goose or something.
Yeah, you gotta have some. You gotta have the stuff for. All right, maybe
I guess I'm covered.
No, you,
Apparently,
yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
like
You're
You're
was like
swagged out right now,
back in,
bro.
like,
Yeah.
when
Nah, you pull up to Echo Park right now. You'll get.
Yeah.
Some, you get
I have a
some-
pea coat too.
Nah, keep
Yeah,
that,
okay.
bro.
do that
Keep
and get you a nice beanie too. Everybody.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Oh, you're killing it, bro.
You can live in Silver Lake right now.
Hell
People
yeah.
love you.
Crushing
Yeah,
it.
man. Well, happy winter, everybody.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Before we start doing our spiel, Danny, let us know where they can find you. And check out Loverboy. He's off a hot streak right now. He's having a hot run. So plug yourself,
yeah, man. I put out my second comedy special, Loverboy, on my YouTube, youtube.com/@followsellers. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, @followsellers as well. Yeah, man, just DIY'd it. Really found the location, produced it, edited it. Just trying to take my career into my own hands and
I like it.
do the deal. So
And shout out to Thelonious.
That's
That's my fucking guy right there, bro. The Tyler Perry's wig
Oh, yeah, that was good.
coordinator.
It was
Wig
tight.
officer, yeah. So just trying, in the new year, just trying to make stuff, bro, and like show different ranges of myself, whether it be stand up or characters, or
Yeah.
you know, just kind of put myself out there a little bit more. So
I feel
that's the goal.
That's the way to do it, Danny. I love it.
Yeah.
Self-produced.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Living room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. I mean, yeah, you really. I saw this thing. I won't be long with it, but it was this dude. He made this show, Flatbush Misdemeanors on Showtime. It was a couple seasons. I think Dan Perlman is his name or whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, he had made a post about how the industry is kind of only like you can get negative advice about certain things from your reps and you're trying to pitch shows, and the industry is like all pretty much making decisions off of AI, and nothing's like actually
Right.
curated and stuff, and you can feel discouraged. So even like y'all making this, it's like you have to just create things and create your own gravity, I think.
Absolutely.
And then people will come, you know, after the fact, but like no one's gonna give you a deal or money off of just like, I have an idea and I'm cool, you know what I'm saying?
Right. The imaginary gatekeeper.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's low key not even imaginary. It's like they kind of just don't even want to see it unless it's like, oh, this is a proven thing, and they can just
Right.
stamp their name on. Like, see, we did this thing, and it's like, brother, I already did 85% of the work. I just
We'll do an episode on. We'll have you back on the show. I've been ripped off more times than you can name. Yeah, it's like Lou said, the gatekeeper. You're either gonna sell your soul or
right.
you know, do it your own way. So I really respect what you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. And yeah, we'll definitely have you back, man.
Yeah, I would love to.
For sure. Well, if you like this episode, you like this show, you had a good time watching or listening, you can catch the video on YouTube at Age Gap Podcast. If you want to see shorter, faster, funnier versions of the show, you can catch the clips on Instagram and now back on TikTok again
Oh, there you go.
at agegap.pod. And shout out to Kingsburger. That's our local sponsor.
I forgot the
Shout out to my guy Alex. And if you like the song that's playing right now, Kevin, who made it?
Donnie Narco.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We
Thank you,
appreciate
Danny Sellers.
Yep.
Peace, guys.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Hey, there we go. Hilarious.
Oh, that was good, man.
Thanks for having me.